Alright, this is Chris Fontenot. Today is September the 22nd. I'm sorry, the 26th, 2019. And what I'm wanting to do is give my class this handout here that I've been giving them for many semesters. It's a Ohm's Law math handout, and you can see here trying to determine, just getting them used to using Ohm's Law. So looking for current here. So they got to know to take 10 volts and divide it by 100k ohms, and that gives them 100 microamps. And the next one, looking for I again, volts divided by resistance, 7.5 milliamps. Next one, you get the point. We're just using some Ohm's Law, getting used to using Ohm's Law. So the question is, how do I put this in Canvas? So what I'm going to do is I am going to create a quiz, and I put my instructions up here at the top that I want them to follow. And I'm going to use the type of question is going to be multiple fill in the blank. And on the sheet that I just showed you, it has, for instance, 316 A, B, C, and D. And I'm going to take 316 A through D, make one question worth 4 points out of that. Then I'm going to take 317 A through D, and I'm going to make one question worth 4 points out of that, and so on. Alright, so the way that this works is, the first thing you have to do is type in your question. So I'm referring here to 316A, which is going to equal. Then you put a bracket and then put something that will tell you what answer you're related to here. So when you go down here, when you select 316A, you put the answer in. 316B, you put the answer in. 316C, 316D. I'm wanting them to put in all of this information. Now here is the one tricky thing. What about for ohms? Well, the way that they can put ohms in from a keyboard, since they can't write it or they can't cut and paste it from anywhere, they have to hold down the Alt key, as you see right here, and type 234 on the number pad, and when you let go of the Alt key, it will put ohms in there. Because I'm wanting them to get used to putting, as you can see in my instructions here, I want the numerical value, for example 15, metric prefix milli, electrical quantity of measure volts. I don't want 0.015 volts. I don't want 15 milli without volts on there. I want all three of those pieces of information in order for it to be the right answer. So whenever I get ready to create my next question, and I'm not using a question bank on this quiz for some reason, I don't remember, but I'm sure it was a real good reason. So I get ready to create my next question. Now all I got to do is copy and paste this information up here. And now I've moved on to 318. A, B, C, I'm sorry, and D. And I'll go over here and change this to 18 for A, B, C, and D. Now I just grab my key and I look on my key to see what are the answers for 318 A, B, C, and D. And so I've got that on my other screen where I can see it. And so when I go down here, once I select multiple fill in the blank, or fill in multiple blanks, it's going to say, okay, for 318A, what's your answer? And I'm going to put in, it is 30 Alt 23. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not to there. 30K, then Alt 234, 30K ohms. Now the reason why it has all of these blanks is because if you wanted to put 30,000 ohms and accept that answer also, or if you wanted to put multiple answers, because there's more than one way to express this number. If you wanted to accept just 30K, or if you wanted to accept 30,000 ohms, or whatever. But I'm going to be exact on this one, and I'm only going to accept one answer, 30K ohms. So I'm going to get rid of all the possibilities except for 30K ohms. Alright, now I'm going to go to 318B, and there's only going to be one answer, and for 318B, your answer is 20K alt 234 ohms. Okay, then we're going to go to C, and the answer for 318C is 45 milliamps. Now that one's easy because it's just a lowercase m and an A. Keyboard friendly. Alright, now if I hit right now update question, it's going to give me this, which is kind of hard to understand, but basically what it's saying is you're not done yet. You got a D up here that you haven't put any possible answer in there for. So now I can put my answer for 318D, which is 54 volts. What if they put a lowercase v? It's going to mark it wrong. And I'm not going to give them another option because it's a capital V. And we're going to go over this. This is homework to clarify what I'm wanting, what I'm expecting. On a test, if I had never made it that clear, I may give them a possibility of more than one answer. But since we're going to have an opportunity to go over it before class, I'm going to be exact. This is how you do multiple fill in the blank. I'm going to change this here to 3-17, and I'll update him. 3-18, update him.